Welcome to our in-depth exploration of the Rashidun Caliphate, a transformative period in Islamic history that lasted from 632 to 661 CE. In the centuries that followed, the decisions made during this era laid the groundwork for the political, social, and cultural development of the Islamic world. Today, we journey into a time of rapid expansion, visionary leadership, groundbreaking administrative reforms, and cultural synthesis that continues to resonate around the globe. Prepare to explore the origins, challenges, and enduring legacies of a caliphate that not only reshaped an empire, but also influenced the course of history itself. In the wake of Prophet Muhammad's passing, the fledgling Muslim community faced an extraordinary challenge. Who would lead the Ummah? The urgency of this decision was felt not only in matters of spiritual guidance, but also in the need to preserve unity in a rapidly changing society. In 632 CE, a gathering of the Prophet's closest companions convened in a spirit of determination and mutual respect. Through thoughtful deliberation, they chose Abu Bakr as the first caliph, a decision that would mark the beginning of the Rashidun, or Rightly Guided Caliphate. This period was characterized by a commitment to justice, equity, and community welfare, setting standards for leadership and governance that future generations would follow. The resolve and faith demonstrated during these early days ensured that the Islamic community could stand united in the face of both internal and external challenges. Abu Bakr's reign, though brief, was defined by decisive action in the midst of crisis. As tribes across Arabia challenged the newly consolidated Muslim community in what became known as the Ridda Wars, Abu Bakr stepped forward to restore order. Confronted with rebellion, he mobilized the faithful, uniting disparate groups under a single banner. His leadership in quelling these uprisings not only reaffirmed the unity of the Islamic State, but also set the stage for future conquests. In his steadfast determination, Abu Bakr showed that unity and faith could overcome even the most severe internal divisions, leaving a legacy of resilience and moral fortitude. Abu Bakr passed away on August 23, 634. By Allah, I will fight whoever discriminates between prayer and zakat, for zakat is the right due on wealth. Under Umar ibn al-Khattab, the Caliphate entered an era of extraordinary expansion and innovation. Umar's leadership was marked by both military brilliance and administrative genius. His campaigns against the mighty Sasanian Empire, most notably at the Battle of Qadisiyah, brought down an age-old power, while his forces also secured vast territories previously under Byzantine control, including Syria, Palestine, and Egypt. Beyond the battlefield, Umar introduced a series of administrative reforms that transformed governance. He organized regular censuses to better understand his realm's resources and instituted an efficient taxation system that ensured fairness across all levels of society. Perhaps one of his most notable contributions was the creation of the Barid postal system, which revolutionized communication across an empire that spanned continents. Umar's legacy is not only one of territorial expansion, but also of pragmatic and forward-thinking governance that provided the framework for a stable, thriving state. Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second Caliph of Islam, died on November 3, 644 CE. He was assassinated in Medina at the age of approximately 59 or 60, after serving as Caliph for about 10 years. If a mule stumbles in Iraq, I fear Allah will ask me why I did not pave the road for it. Uthman ibn Affan's period as Caliph is remembered for his commitment to religious unity and economic reform. Recognizing the need for a standardized religious text, Uthman undertook the monumental task of compiling the Quran into a single, authoritative version. This effort ensured that the divine revelations were preserved in their authentic form and passed down unchanged, unifying the Muslim community under a common scripture. Simultaneously, Uthman introduced new coinage that symbolized an economic independence from the prevailing Byzantine and Sasanian currencies. These reforms contributed to the stabilization of the economy even as the empire expanded. However, Uthman's policies also stirred controversy. Accusations of nepotism and administrative favoritism emerged, ultimately leading to dissent among influential factions and his tragic assassination in 656 CE. Despite the challenges of his reign, Uthman's contributions to preserving the Quran and fostering economic reform have had an enduring impact on Islamic civilization. By Allah, if I were between the devil and death, I would choose death over the devil. Ali ibn Abi Talib assumed the caliphate during a time of intense internal turmoil. Almost immediately, his leadership was challenged by the outbreak of the First Fitna, the first major civil war within the Muslim community. The ensuing conflicts, which included the battles at the Camel and at Siffin, exposed deep-seated divisions and tested the resilience of the newly formed state. Despite these overwhelming challenges, Ali remained steadfast in his commitment to justice, equity, and the principles of Islam. He strove to reconcile conflicting factions and restore unity even as the empire was torn apart by internecine strife. Tragically, his valiant efforts were cut short when he was assassinated by a Kharajiti extremist in 661 CE. Though his rule was brief and marred by conflict, Ali's legacy endures as a symbol of unwavering faith and moral integrity in the face of chaos. The sustenance of the body is food, while the sustenance of the soul is feeding others. The administrative innovations of the Rashidun Caliphate set a high standard for governance in the Islamic world. The caliphs introduced far-reaching reforms that balanced military needs with the welfare of the populace. Their approach was multifaceted. They organized systematic censuses and established fair taxation methods to ensure that state resources were allocated equitably. One of the hallmark policies was the institution of Shura, consultative governance, which invited the input of community leaders and experts in decision-making. This participatory process not only increased accountability, but also fostered a sense of inclusion among diverse communities. The Caliphate also demonstrated an enlightened attitude toward talent by appointing capable non-Muslims to high administrative posts, thereby reinforcing the principles of meritocracy and cultural tolerance. In addition, the creation of minted currency and early financial instruments, such as the sak, spurred economic growth and trade. Finally, the Bayt al-Mal, or public treasury, was established as a means to support the underprivileged, embodying the Islamic commitment to social justice and community welfare. The Rashidun Caliphate was not only a period of military and political innovation, it was also a time of profound social and economic transformation. Advances in agricultural practices, such as improved irrigation techniques and innovative crop rotation methods, dramatically increased food production and supported a rapidly growing population. With the security provided by the new political order, trade routes blossomed and bustling marketplaces became centers of commerce and cultural exchange. This period saw the emergence of vibrant cities where artisans, traders, and scholars mingled, sharing ideas that would shape the future of the region. Women played an influential role in this dynamic society. Figures like Aisha bint Abu Bakr were not only respected as scholars, but also actively engaged in the political and social debates of their time, demonstrating that leadership and wisdom were not confined by gender. These developments underscored a commitment to community welfare and set the stage for centuries of intellectual and economic prosperity. The military achievements of the Rashidun Caliphate were driven by innovative organization and strategic brilliance. The army was structured for rapid movement and adaptability, qualities that allowed it to overcome the challenges posed by diverse terrains. Permanent garrisons, known as Amṣar, were established in key strategic locations such as Kufa and Basra, ensuring that new territories were integrated smoothly and governed effectively. Military campaigns were not undertaken solely for conquest. They were part of a broader vision to spread the principles of justice, tolerance, and unity. Victories like the decisive battle at Nahawand, which effectively ended Sasanian power, and the pivotal Battle of Yarmouk, which secured the Levant for the Caliphate, stand as testaments to the strength and determination of this military force. Moreover, the peaceful surrender of Jerusalem highlighted the Caliphate's commitment to religious tolerance and provided a model for coexistence that would influence future generations. This early environmental stewardship was closely linked to a commitment to social justice. The Bayt al-Mal, the public treasury, was not simply a repository for state funds. It was a tool for redistributing wealth and supporting the less fortunate. These policies were rooted in the Islamic principles of charity and fairness, emphasizing that prosperity was a shared responsibility. The integration of environmental care with social welfare initiatives underscored the sophisticated approach of the Caliphate, a state that recognized the importance of sustainability and community solidarity long before these concepts became common in modern governance. The impact of the Rashidun Caliphate extends far beyond its 29-year lifespan. Its innovative governance, military organization, and cultural patronage set enduring precedents that influenced the development of future Islamic states. The administrative and economic practices established during this time laid the groundwork for a system of justice and accountability that persists in many modern societies. Moreover, the intellectual and cultural achievements of the era continue to inspire contemporary scholarship, providing a window into a time when the exchange of ideas transcended borders and enriched civilizations around the globe. As we reflect on the legacy of the Rashidun Caliphate, we see not just an empire defined by conquest, but a transformative moment that reshaped society, governance, and culture. Its enduring influence is evident in the modern world, where principles of fairness, inclusion, and intellectual curiosity continue to guide societies. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Rashidun Caliphate. Today, we have explored a period marked by visionary leadership, dynamic military strategies, and groundbreaking social reforms, an era that not only expanded the boundaries of an empire, but also enriched its cultural and intellectual heritage. The legacy of the Rashidun Caliphate lives on in the principles of justice, governance, and cultural diversity that continue to shape our modern world. If you found this exploration inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth historical journeys. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us which aspect of this remarkable era resonates with you the most. Until next time, keep exploring the rich tapestry of our shared past and discover the enduring lessons of history.